Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
The world is changing. Sand shifting under your feet every single day. And most of it's due to the fact that the world is going to change. The problem is, what is it going to change to? Is it changing for the better or is it changing for the worse? Welcome, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. It's the Kevin Jackson Show. Glad you guys are with me. I appreciate my guest host that were able to fill in for me for a few days while I was out. And anyway, what am I talking about with the world changing? So, for example, we were talking about having flying cars. Well, right now we don't have flying cars, but we do have cars that will drive you without a driver. Uber is testing these. So are Google and other companies. They want to take the person out of things. We've done it in manufacturing. We've done it to some degree in retail, which is not, when I say retail, I'm talking about Amazon's got this store where you go in, grab all your gear, walk out, bloop, no checker. The food establishments are looking at kiosks where it'll make your McDonald's burger and bloop, 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 deliver it without anybody touching it. A human doesn't even have to touch it. Our world is changing. So now we've got these cars that will drive themselves that Uber's working on and others. And of course, you guys got the news last week sometime that an Uber car killed somebody. I don't know if you saw the video, but a lady was walking across the street with her bike and car just plowed into her. The passenger was like, whoa. There was nothing that person could say, nothing that person could do. Now, let's face it, Uber's going to have a lawsuit. Somebody's going to make a bunch of money on it. But when you hear a lawsuit, don't get all excited about it because that just means you're going to pay for it. See, when a lawsuit occurs, then it means that the company is going to have to recover that money. Companies don't lose money. They're going to recover it. The services for Uber will go up, and we will incrementally all pay for the development of these passenger or driverless cars. And that's okay. I mean, it's a cost of technology. I don't think it's going to bode, it helps the person who got run over by the bike. But let's talk about the person that got run over by the bike. I don't know what that person was doing. It looked like a woman. Didn't look like she was on a cell phone. But I'll tell you this, wasn't paying attention at all. And what I can also tell you from the video, now these are just observational things. I don't have a dog in the fight here. I'm only bringing these things up for you to think about. Because the sands are shifting beneath our feet and we have to understand what's coming. So this car is cruising along. Any driver that's paying attention is going to stop. This person wouldn't have gotten hit. Now, the person was crossing in the middle of the road. It was disobeying the law. He or she, I think it was a she, disobeying the law. And the car, it was fast. Zzz, pop, and then it just stopped. And of course, I didn't see whether the woman got thrown 10 feet or 50 feet or whatever. They showed the bike. It was completely, it was twisted. And the person obviously died. The person in the car has an experience, to say the least. You want to talk about cocktail party conversation. You want to talk about somebody. I haven't seen the media on it, but was this person in the media? Because this lady that was in the car who was texting, looking up, and they were filming because the cars have this thing where it can film you, which is kind of a cool thing. If you like Big Brother. But she's like, oh my goodness, that's a story to tell. I was the first passenger in an Uber car who killed somebody. Can you imagine being deposed by the defense attorney? I'd like to call the person, to go against the car, the killer, because the car is a killer. If I'm the defense attorney, that car is a killer, and I have the person in the car who can vouch for this. And this person comes up and says, I was in the car, and that car had no intention of stopping. I'm not laughing at the fact that somebody died. It was bound to happen. I didn't think it was going to be a pedestrian. You would think the car would have. I've seen these cars. They brag about this technology that will make it stop before it hits something. What went wrong? I don't know. I'm telling you, folks, the grounds are shifting under your feet. I'm giving you the metaphor for life here. What went wrong with the Uber driverless car? And the woman who was the passenger, she was cool, man. She was like, shoot, I'm just going to text and let everybody know I'm in the Uber car driving along. Here's driverless. Nobody. Oh, shoot. What was that? Was that a deer? No. Well, maybe. It could have been Mommy Dearest. It could have been Dear Old Mommy. It could have been Dear John. I don't know, but this lady was very comfortable riding in this car until it killed somebody. And I see leftism that way. Look, I get it. It's technology. We got to move forward. It's going to move forward. And eventually it probably will be safe. I don't know that I'm ever going to trust it. I've talked to people about this before. I don't know that I'll ever trust a driver. I don't even trust a car when there's a driver in it and I'm in the back seat of the front. I'm still looking. I told a story once about one of my buddies. We were all going to New Orleans, and we rented a van to save money because we didn't want to take separate cars. And so we all chipped in on renting this van. There's like 8 of us in there, and we're cruising along the way. I'm driving it first. I get tired, and so I said, okay, hey, you want to drive, Jerry? And Jerry's like, yeah, I'm ready. And I verified with him because we're driving through the night. I've driven quite a ways, and it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm going, you game? Yeah, I'm game. So I put him in there. I get up in the passenger seat. Everybody else is asleep in the back. We're cruising down the road, and I'm trying to, okay, do I trust this dude or not? And I'm closing my eyes, and suddenly I kind of feel a sway, and I was like, whoa, you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. But then I got suspicious. So I decided I'm going to watch this clown. And I'm watching him, and his eyes are falling asleep as he's weaving in his van. And I'm like, Jerry. And I scream at him, hey, I'm good. I'm like, pull over. I'll drive. I don't even trust driver cars, much less driverless cars. Are you kidding? I'm sure at some point, look, let's face it, a car is better off, a machine is better off of staying awake than a human. But right now, I don't trust it. It's not going to run off the road when a deer jumps it. What's it going to do when something jumps in front of the car? Is it going to veer off the road? I don't trust it. I call me a control freak, but when it has to do with cars, I'm watching you. And I'm back seat, front seat driving too. Hey, you too close. You tailgating. You better back up, move over. Signal before. Do you see that guy? I'm that dude. Bet you are too to some degree. Anyway, we got a lot to talk about. I want to talk about book burnings. What?
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.
Beth Cook Moranville, author of Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope.
Hope, that wonderful, wonderful 4-letter word that you may feel completely out of. I wrote this book to give you great hope. It's not too late. If fetal position is an all too familiar place for you, I understand. If the next 60 seconds are too long, this book is for you. Wherever you are right now, whether you're dealing with divorce or death or sickness, take hope. You are going to make it through this pain. Don't roll your eyes. I've walked this road and I know it. The best is yet to come.
Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope from author and speaker Beth Cook Moranville, can be found on Amazon.com or Kindle.com. For more information, visit closerthanyourBreath.com or on Facebook at Closer Than Your Breath.